football. The State University of New Jersey, the campus of Rutgers in Piscataway, and we are ready for what ought to be a tremendous game today. A Big Ten showdown is coming. Conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Washington Huskies taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Scarlet Knights will kick it off to get us underway. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Washington's offense takes the field. When your quarterback takes the field, you want him to look just like this guy, exuding confidence.
Yeah, the it factor. He's the man. Nobody questions it. Everybody on this team knows they've got his back, and he's the leader.
Everybody in this stadium also knows the offense goes as this guy goes. He has got to play well today.
And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. They'll try the run. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Back to the ground with the running back. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in their gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Washington sends out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. So Rutgers offense will have its first possession of the game. And David, we'll see just how effective. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The inside handoff.
What the fuck is
He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
Wow, how about the stop-start speed? That reminds you of Napoleon Kaufman or Bishop Sankey, Myles Gaskin, great Washington Husky running backs of years past that just made defenders look silly because of that stop-start ability. This dude has some wheels.
Listen, I know that's not a huge game, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth-quarter game.
Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Oh, it gives him the tough, stiff arm.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big bag. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
That's one thing about this defense. They've got some dudes in the back end that can cover, and they can hang with some of these intended targets. Nice job swatting that one away.
Unloads it left. And the pass is intercepted. Got some room to run. He's inside the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Rutgers. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just what...
and Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Looking for a man. It's Rodgers. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. Makes the catch. He's got enough. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of down.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Well, when you call the wheel route, you need to have the right matchup, and that time they did. It was the linebacker on the running back, one-on-one. He uses his speed, beat him to the outside, and that's about as easy as it can get.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. Guys, it is Rutgers on top here at the end of the quarter. We put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to...
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen.
The punt team makes its way onto the field.
Yeah, I feel good to
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This is a game of swings and momentum and a great opportunity.
No, I'm dead
here
serious.
after
They
scoring on the last
experiment
drive,
all the new
getting
shit
a
in
stop,
college football.
and now you have
If you
the
work in
football
college
back.
football, they bring
Playing
it
well right now in all
back.
3 phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
To the ground with the back.
And it outsold,
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Okay, then explain the other.
That's what you expect
after the
from a
first 2
senior.
months,
Don't give
man,
them
he's
any
still
extra yards. Great tackle there. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop.
They gave the player, they raised the money on how much they're going to play the players this year.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But
they're getting,
after that last running play, moving the
1,600.
sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
He took the move. Nigga from 600 to 6. They gave him 1,000. You know what, man?
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Washington right back to the line. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. They have declared their intentions on this drive, keeping it on the ground. It's 1st and 10 again. The sure hands, it's Coleman. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Husky.
And It's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect.
And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll bring it back. It's Washington. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance.
Makes the catch on the left. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Snagged in the middle. It's Coleman.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the middle. He's got a 1st down and maybe a lot more. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. The Huskies with the 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Unleashes one deep. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Rodgers. Coming after him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Washington wants to go quickly. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Absolutely perfect. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you got to stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And no chance at a return here. They'll... They bring the punter onto the field now.
On to kick it away.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Pressure coming. Takes a shot as he lets it go. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Makes a move. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't get... All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They'll go to the ground. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. That's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, running up the middle, try different things to seem to work.
How bold will they be on third down after that last run? They want to run it left here. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The option look. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
God.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he takes this from inside the 5.
Your total is 10 on down at 26, and the Washington offense will take over.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. If you turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Using his legs, it's Coleman. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. He couldn't stop the...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. To the air, it's Rodgers. He finds his man.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage. He's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Finds the tight end. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a 1st down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. Knocked down after a pickup of 6, and they're trying to impose their will in the red zone. Balls at the 13.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's Latu. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Guys, it is Rutgers on top here at the end of the quarter. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. He thought about bringing that out for a half second. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Give to the running back. Makes his man miss. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Trying to get to it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Looking for a man, it's Rodgers. He wants a big play here late. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the first down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the 4th down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field, give yourself a shot to win.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. It's incomplete, and they... Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lanes, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Pretty much down to cases here, David. They have to execute quickly to have a shot at the end.
And obviously you want to do everything you can to make it as short a Hail Mary as possible, right?
Trying to get behind the defense. Brings it down on the right side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. He's going to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Snags it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 very simple things. You can't turn